Hello everybody and welcome to a Jumputi Heroes news video covering some of the latest news. Mainly a few things I wanted to cover here. I'm going to talk about all of the information we have on the 3rd anniversary, including the new little snippet we got last night, and possibly what we can expect over the course of the next week. I do want to touch on some of the Promised Neverland stuff first though. I'm gonna do a batch review once we have all of the characters' luck skills, because I think that does play some part in whether some of the free-to-play units are better or worse than others. And I will do that probably, I guess that would be like later this week, end of this week. But I did want to say, before she came out, if anybody was interested in pulling for Emma is a very good unit. She's not like top tier necessarily. I'm not going to tell you to spend all your rubies like I might do with Toshiro or Tanjiro, but her skills are not her ultimate attack is not too different from Hashirama's, which is quite interesting. I think a few people see that as a sign that the next Musou is going to be a cut above, because Emma is a limited and she's coming out just before the next Musou comes out, and her ultimate attack is really not that far off what Hashirama can do. Her passive is obviously different, but it's not bad. It's not a bad little passive, so something potentially you could use. I think a lot of people would say that she's a half decent unit. The only thing that's gonna maybe sway you away from summoning for her is the fact that Annie is right around the corner. The other thing to mention with that is the new skill that has been introduced as of this event. One of our new characters actually brings along a new skill with him, and I think this is the first time a new ability has come from an event unit. Normally it's either a limited or standard gacha, but it is coming from an event unit this time. And to explain roughly what Luvis's new ability is, when you use his ultimate attack, the following turn, a random bubble, when his turn comes around the following turn, a random bubble will be converted to a skill bubble with a very small base damage. There's potentially some side potential for how you could use this. Haven't really worked it out yet, but as people have pointed out, the example they've put there, which is for a unit that doesn't currently exist and may or may not be a real kit that a unit may have at some point, is a hell of a lot stronger. 400% damage and a 50% skill bubble there. I'm excited by the potential of what that could be used for, but I don't necessarily know which units they're going to give it to. Is it going to be a limited thing? Could this ability be something that's going to be on the Musou character? I simply don't know. But I would say that it's interesting, and I like them adding new skills, so it's cool. To talk about the 3rd anniversary, we're going to go for a full rundown of everything they've announced, and just try and piece together some things for people that maybe don't know what to expect. So first of all, we have Super Dimensional Battle. We still have somewhat limited information on Super Dimensional Battle, but with the little information they have given us, I can tell you it's a game mode that you challenge daily, and you can have a team of up to 51 characters. But as I've mentioned before, looks quite similar to Dokkan Battlefield in that sense, but it's not exactly clear if it's like one stage or one boss or multiple bosses, or like why do I need 51 characters? It says it's a large scale battle, but how exactly am I utilizing these 51 characters is what we want to know. It says you'll earn luxury rewards, and it's important to work hard and improve your box so that you can challenge for a better performance each time. This is one of 2 new game modes that will be starting in April, and we are assuming they will both be a part of the anniversary event. It is possible that Super Tower could be a part of the following event after the anniversary, but I think most people are assuming that both of them will come during the anniversary, and don't really know what to expect in terms of like new characters coming from the game mode, because it doesn't really say anywhere that you'll get new characters. So just know that it's coming, and we obviously have that new little icon that looks like this one here on the title screen. But when will we be able to play it? Soon, during the anniversary. And we're going to get more information on this one soon. Next up, let's go to the 3rd anniversary news post. We have new story mode stages. Now, these have already come out on the Tier 1 version of the game. However, when they came out on the Tier 1 version of the game, there was no real, like, involvement in a special campaign. It wasn't like, oh, Kuroko no Basuke's island's coming out. That means we'll get Kuroko no Basuke characters, or Naruto characters, or iShield 21 characters. But these are the new story modes we're getting. Kuroko no Basuke, Naruto, and iShield 21. Could there be potential that one of these series, all of these series maybe, may play some part in the anniversary? I'm not too sure. I think it would be probably a safe bet that Naruto would have some involvement. As for iShield 21 and Kuroko no Basuke, I think a lot of us would like to see more, so I'm kind of hoping that that's what's happening here. They released the stages early on Tier 1 to fill a gap in content, and when they come out on Japan, they will have some associated content with them. I think a lot of people also hoping for a Legend Summon, because typically new story mode stages would be associated with Legend Summons, but so far, nothing on the Tier 1 server. So is there any reason for me to expect it on the Japan server? I don't know. But some new Rubies, to be sure. Some new Rubies and some new content. It won't be that difficult, but something to do. Next up, we have the total number of Rubies available from the event and countdown campaigns for the anniversary, which will be over 5,000. Now that is a lot. When you consider how much a Musou costs, or even how much a limited costs, it maybe doesn't seem quite as big. But this seems to include missions and login bonuses specific to the event. It most likely won't include any new Rubies from the story mode stages. They're not really tied to the event because they will be permanent stages. So I would assume that they are not counted. And it won't include any standard Ruby rewards. So anything you get from like sales packs, from standard daily missions, from standard stage clear rewards. So those will all still be the same. So maybe enough, barely, with the new story mode stages and with the new missions that they have announced for reaching a higher rank, which is down here. New missions that will allow you to unlock Ruby rewards for reaching certain ranks. Maybe with these and what we mentioned before, enough to get a limited for free, perhaps, all in the space of one event. I don't know, but I'm really hoping that is the case. These special missions, they haven't, again, given us full information, but they said they will announce it soon. They will be permanent missions, starting from when the anniversary releases, and we don't really know what level we need to be and what we need to aim and reach for to get a certain amount of Rubies. We don't know how many Rubies we're going to get, but I would say the focus should be whenever there's stages that give EXP, go farm them. Just use up all your stamina, guys. Don't go crazy. Just use up all your stamina and make sure you're beating the daily stage on the Promised Neverland event, which gives a lot of rank EXP. Next up, we have the release of characters Libradoko and Ares Shion from Saint Seiya. Alongside them, to celebrate, until the anniversary starts, we have the Saint Seiya Returns event, which is down here. This event, bringing back some characters, sale pack, gacha, loads of event returns, but also if I go to, I believe it's this one, we can see the gacha that have come back include this banner here. This is an interesting banner because the two limiteds here, Seiya and Whitebeard, are quite old. They are still good for how old they are. Seiya in particular, very good for how old he is. And they are both particularly effective against Genkai Battle Saga. But obviously the main selling point of this banner is the Goku and Vegeta, who are featured on the 9th multi. So if you get to the 9th multi, you're guaranteed to get Goku and Vegeta, and you have a chance to pull the others all the way up. So it's a nice banner, though I personally do not recommend summoning on it just before the anniversary, because that's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. But Goku and Vegeta, very good unit, so that's nice. And as for all these other like filler banners and sales and stuff, mostly just worth ignoring. Before the anniversary comes, mostly just worth ignoring. Bear in mind, they said 5,000 rubies for free. They haven't talked about what kind of sales packs we're going to get. Sometimes you get big sales packs for the anniversary. Sometimes 5,000 rubies discounted down to the price of 3,000. Sometimes special daily packs that give a shitload of rubies for much, much less. So don't spend too much before the actual anniversary. And also you can see this event here. Well, this is the gacha for the event, but the one where you gather the intel. Something I meant to mention, I don't think I did mention before. Maybe I did, I'm not sure. The rewards in the event do not release all at once. They release a little bit every few days. They will be permanent in the store while the store is open. So you just open a little bit each day. Each day? Each time they open, you just have to buy a little bit. You don't have to buy everything straight away. You don't have to worry about buying all the limit break doors, all the scrolls and stuff. They're not going to go away before the store goes away. But just each time the store updates, make sure to buy the important items, which is the Minerva's notes and any gacha tickets and stuff. And then by the time the end of the event comes, you'll be able to clear out the entire store. No problem. Back to the 3rd anniversary. We have to talk about these campaigns here. So that's the Saint Seiya one. The next one down is the Hero Island campaign from the 15th until the 28th. Double drop on Hero Island, which is story mode, and your chance to max out all of the legend summons that are available from story mode. This is a good opportunity to do so. Sometimes they put campaigns like this on during the anniversary, but I have a theory that the reason they're not doing that is because they're releasing new story mode stages, and they don't want double drop on while new story mode stages release. But I don't know what effect that would have unless they're releasing new legend summons. So maybe they release a new legend summon, I don't know. But that's got to be done before the anniversary. So if you haven't completed those, a good chance to do so. Good chance to get some rubies and some jewels and stuff before the anniversary starts. And then this one here, this is the Strengthening and Awakening Island, which is where you get your books, jump souls, whatever. Half stamina, but this starts on the 22nd, currently with no end date, and it says more information will be announced soon. And I found that kind of odd, because surely if it's just half stamina island, whatever, surely you just tell us when it's gonna end, and then that's that. But I have a feeling there's something to this. But with it starting on the 22nd, I think we can assume the 22nd is when the countdown campaign will start. I know this sort of feels like a countdown campaign already, but I think that will be the proper start of the countdown campaign. So I would expect more information starting from then. But we have got a little, at least a little nugget of information every 2 days. One of the days, the only information we got was that they were updating the game so that Super Dimensional Battle would appear. But like every 2 days, other than that, there has been new information about the same time. So I would say probably new little bit of information on the 19th. And then I would say on the 21st, they're probably going to announce the countdown campaign starting from the 22nd. And then 22nd to the 28th is the countdown campaign. And then the anniversary. So that's just, that part's just really a theory. But hey, we gotta use the information we have. We have to use what we've got. And then the last little bits of information, which I've obviously already talked about before. I talked about a lot of this other stuff before anyway. But we have a Musou guaranteed to come. We have no information on who it will be. We have no information on if they're going to be keeping the same gacha structure from last time. I think a lot of people are hoping they're going to make it better. I don't know if they will. I'm really hoping they at least make the steps more interesting, because I think the current steps were like first, I think it was first multi guaranteed 5-star, Was it first multi guaranteed 5-star? Either way, it was like 4 multis, and I think it was like you got 3 multi in there. Yeah, I think it was first multi 1k, second multi was 3. God, so bad it is. You got 4 multis, and with 4 multis, you got 1 guaranteed 5-star, and you got 1 free multi. That's all you need to remember. And it added up for a total of 24,000 rubies to get a guaranteed Musou character. I don't necessarily have a problem with the price tag of 24,000 because it is so much, but it's supposed to be like this super rare, unobtainable character. So I don't really have an issue with that. I just wish the steps were better because they've got loads of other cool limited characters in there. I kind of wish there was more guaranteeds and more good stuff on the way up to that limited character. But I guess it's easier for me to say I don't mind a 24k price tag because I have no real intention of spending 24,000 rubies on any of these characters. So, I don't know. And then we have the 2 characters mentioned before from Beelzebub, Aoi Kunyeda and Hidetora Tojo. No information on how they're implemented or how Shion and Doko are implemented either. But that's about all the information we have so far. If you want to know more, we'll obviously share that on the channel as soon as we get it. And I should mention that I'm going to be streaming on Friday. We might actually have some more information by Friday as well if they do keep up this little tease every 2 days thing. So hopefully I'll have a little bit of info to talk about and stream there. And on Friday we're going to be streaming me challenging the Saga stage, the Catastrophe Saga stage, and me challenging the new Catastrophe stage, which I think will be Bayon on Friday, and then me summoning for Emma, which is probably not a good idea before the anniversary, but I can't help it. I just can't. So that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little news update. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.